Welcome back to another Disorderly Reviews. Today we're reviewing Book of Demons. This is another one of our Get It While It's Hot series. This game is free for a limited time on Amazon Prime. Feel free to check out more about the game by scanning the QR code on the right. Okay, let's get into this. My initial concern for this game was about the Book of Demons side of things. Normally I'm not a big fan of games that are tons of occult and death and maiming and whatnot, but I was pleasantly surprised by its Mario Paper-esque art style. So I think that dulls down that intensity of the occult and all that stuff quite a bit. I gave a calm rating of 6 to this game. There is a lot of mouse movements, and like I said, somewhat scary elements for younger players. And during the game, the action, sounds, and colors ramp up quite a bit. So there's definitely a lot of movement and interaction there. The good news is I gave this game 8 for control. It's amazingly customizable, even to the point of setting not only the difficulty of the game, but the length in time of the levels themselves. So if you have a disability like mine that limits your gameplay to 15 minutes or less, you can actually set that in the options for your levels to be that or shorter even. And that's pretty interesting. As card games go, of course, it's a mix between a roguelike and a card builder. So you again have tons of controls over how you want to build your character, how you want to grow your card set, and also it throws in things like potion building and extra weaponry. So there's tons of customizability here. The only thing that I limited control on a bit was the amount of mouse movements and clicking. This game is playable with one hand, but it can be very intense, and there is a lot of sustained button holding and wrist movement if you don't have a trackball. So be very aware of that. I know that many of our viewers have issues with multiple clicks or even holding down a button, so that is something to be aware of. For bite-sized, I give this game a 9. I love that you can set the length of the levels time-wise, and you can even stop mid-level in some levels and get back to the town, which is kind of like your hub. So it's amazingly bite-sized. You could easily do little 7-minute sessions with this game and come back to it when it's convenient. Our aesthetics for this game, I give a 9. It's got a charming and a fun little Mario paper kind of origami aesthetic. A lot of great movement and pop in and lights and enemies if you like that kind of stuff. I think it's a great way to take what could be a very scary and intense kind of evil and make it much more palatable and fun. And it's much less scary and intense because of the neat art style. For community, I actually gave it a 1. There is no real way to play with other people, but they allow you to share achievements and whatnot with friends, kind of like a mobile game. So there is a small, very small connection to being able to share your progression with friends. As value goes, I find this game to be quite pricey for a card building roguelike at $25 for the full price. But as with many of these kind of card games, there's a lot of customizability of it. You can choose how you want to play. You can replay it. There's tons of replayability for games like this. And because the levels are procedurally generated, it's different every time you play. So hypothetically, this has unending, unique gameplay. So that may be a good chunk of play for that price. But of course, if you're listening now and get it for free, it's a wonderful price for that if this game is something you'd enjoy. I found this game to be in a very unique combination of card building and roguelike, and that the fun game and art style, and the adjustability make it a good game for many disabilities. I did, however, rate it V for Vertigo because of lots of enemies and actions, movement and noise, heavy use of the mouse and clicking, and I did find it to be very bite-sized and creative, though. Unique rogue like deck builder and a great art style to enjoy the more adult type themes. Here's a breakdown visually of all our ratings. I hope this helps you understand if this game is right for your enjoyment and healing process. We're honored to be a part of that here at Transcendent Studios, and we would love it if you'd like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel. Thank you again for your time, and have a great day.